What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today, my friends. We have a very powerful setup going into Lotto Friday, guys. The goal tomorrow for me is try to make 10,000. This is a very, very rare setup where we have an outside inside bar. This forms the Holy Grail, one of my most powerful patterns. So we'll be ready for Lotto Friday to crush it tomorrow. Okay. So if you're ready, my friends, let's step into the war zone. First and foremost, let's do some shout outs. Let's get right into it right after. Gus, what's going on? Candice, Mike, Dr. D, Wesley, Bill, Trading Wars Army, George, T, Johnny, Anthony, Sunrise, Chris, Carlos, Charles, Trading Wars Army, Gary, Ray, SDK, Gazi, William, Janice. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Hit me with a 1 if you can hear me loud and clear. All right. So let's go ahead here. We'll talk about this pattern. So this pattern, guys, I'm going to be live trading tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube, turn on the bell. I already posted the video for the live stream. So we'll be streaming tomorrow live at 1 p.m. So thank you for all the Trading Wars Army members that joined for the $4.99 below the video. Thank you for joining the Army. We're going to do a live stream to show you guys some support tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. Hit me with a 5 if you're excited for that. So what I'm going to do right now is just show you where you can get the free indicators. So tradingwars.com resources. Right there. If you scroll down, my friends, you can add the golden indicators right here. Okay, so I'm just going to click on it and I will send it to you. Here we go. Okay, so there's the golden indicators. And let's go and let's dig into this. Okay, so the last time we had a clean Holy Grail was back on Wednesday, January 4th. And we also had one November 16th. What you see from these Holy Grails is a lot of the times we, Rich, check out your date and time for Friday's stream. Okay, I'll check that out right now, brother. Let me just make sure I do that right. So generally with these, what we see here, guys, is we see that the next day has been a gap down or some type of volatile day. And the reason for that, guys, is because generally what happens is they try to move it overnight. And what happens is it brings a lot of volatility. Okay. So yes, I had it for 1 a.m. Eastern. Okay. It's 1 p.m. Eastern, guys. Sorry about that. So I just updated that. So let's go ahead back and let's look at these last few. So the last one, we had this gap, this open sell off and then a rally. Over here, we had an open gap down rally. Let's see if we can find another one. So you can see, guys, it's a very rare pattern. See this one right here. This one was a huge rally, August 21st. Okay. So what I really like about it is, what do you think happens when we have a tight range like this? Let's discuss that. Okay. So if we look at this Holy Grail pattern, okay, what we can see is a big outside bar. That was Wednesday. And then today, a very small, tight range. Okay. And if you want to look at it from a Fibonacci perspective or a support and resistance perspective, let's look at this. So you have this big range up here. That's the outside bar. And then we have this inside bar right here. See how tight this range is right there? Okay. So what happens when the price action consolidates like this? So the premiums get hit, right? Because if anybody, so you could see the range from Wednesday was so wide. Now we're going into Thursday and the range is so tight. So anyone that was betting on a big move happening on Thursday, the premiums that were factored into that would have decayed. Hit me with a 15 if that makes sense. Okay. So because of that, that's when we come in on a Friday and we want to get those cheap 0 DTE plays and try to maximize our profits. Okay. So let's go ahead here. And what we'll do is we'll also look at some of the Fibonacci's behind this range. Okay. So if we wanted to look at this as a standard pattern, what we can see here, guys, is we have this pennant pattern forming over the last 2 days. Okay. So hit me with a 2 if you can see that. So this is the range over the last 2 days. And remember on Fridays, guys, the market participants have to make a decision if they're willing to hold over the weekend. Whenever you hold over the weekend, guys, you are putting yourself into danger because anything can happen over the weekend. So there's going to be Friday is a time where it can be very volatile, because if the market makers, the market participants feel that there's too much risk, the market can shoot up or it can shoot down depending on which direction they're betting on. That's why I love trading Fridays, because it gives us a lot of volatility for day traders to make money. And for me, I try to make 10,000 on Friday. That's my goal. Okay. So let's talk about this now. Let's use some Fibonacci analysis. So if we take our Fibonacci, okay, from the high of this range and we bring it down to the low, okay, so what we'll see here, guys, going into the close right here, guys, there was a little tip, okay? So there, that bear went short on the 618 area, and you can see it already rejected, okay? So that's the bear playing it going into tomorrow, saying, all right, this is my 618, I'm playing that, okay? That's also your area of resistance. So now let's do the bull. What did the bull do? So if we go from our low up to this high, because this was the last high for the bulls, okay, you can see again them building into this Fibonacci zone, 618, 786. See, they bought in the morning here and they bought again on the 618 going into the close. So there is a legitimate battle right here. So the bears have positioned themselves, the bulls have positioned themselves. What these traders have done that's really good is they've taken positions in pullbacks. So you notice today's price action, right? It's tight, but you can see the bulls are buying near the end, the bears are shorting near the top of the range, and there's no direction. It's a back and forth. So this range is likely to explode tomorrow based on that. Okay, so hit me with the 17 if that makes sense. There's a bulls in here, there's bears in here, and they're both positioning themselves based on the support resistance with the Fibonacci, because they're looking for the best risk to reward. So the max risk for the bears is up here. The max risk for the bulls is down here. So from that perspective, they have a good trade setup, right? Because if they win, they can win a lot more than they have risk on the table based on what their entry. Okay. Okay. All right. So hit me with the 10 right now if you're ready for me to show you my plan. Okay. So I'll show you my plan going into tomorrow. Okay. So obviously we're going to go live in the Discord and I'm going to go through my commentary and everything. By the way, I'm doing another seminar June 4th for members if you guys are interested. So I just posted that today. Make sure you sign up. But here we go. So I have my levels right here. I posted this. So I post these levels every single day. You could see for the Trading Wars Army. For those who want to automate their trades, you can set this up the night before and just leave it, let it go. If it hits a target, hits a stop loss. For me, I'm going to share this one with you guys today. We have 162 people in here. So thank you very much for being here. So I'm going to just share the full plan with you guys. I'm going to share everything with you guys to show your support. Just please hit me with a comment, like, and subscribe. Okay. So here we go. So tomorrow, we're looking to go long at 412.18, and I'm going to walk you through the reason why. So let's get rid of the fib now. Okay, so horizontal line, 412.18. Okay, and I'm going to mark this chart up for you. Okay, so let's write this long entry. Now let's look at our short. Our short is 410.22. So what am I doing here, guys? I'm defining two levels. The first level is where I want to take it long. The second level is where I want to take it short. And it needs to break the level or touch the level. Okay, it needs to touch that level. If it does not touch that level, I will not take the trade. Okay, so now here we go. So we have our range, our long and our short. So what are the possible scenarios tomorrow? What can happen with these candlesticks? What can happen? Okay, so the candle can open in the middle of our entry like this. Okay, so what do we do in that situation? Let's say the candle opens like this tomorrow. What do we do? Anybody know? So we can't, there won't be a trade right off the bat because it hasn't penetrated the level. So we're waiting for it to either break the long or break the short. Okay, so we'll be waiting with our automated order just sitting there. All right. However, there's two more options. Let's say the candle opens with a gap up. What do we do in this situation? Okay, so in this situation, we will wait for a retest of the level. Okay, there's another option here. Okay, or what can we do? We can take an opening range breakout. which will say, okay, if it breaks above the high, I'm going to go long. If it breaks below the low, I'm going to go short. Okay. And option 3 is if we gap down. And this is my playbook, guys. This is it. This is what I do all the time. Is if we gap down, and we can do the same thing. We can wait for a retest, okay? Or we can take an opening range breakout. Okay? So hit me with a 17 if that makes sense. So these are all the possible scenarios from right off of the open, okay? And for me, if I see a specific candlestick pattern, so if this candle, if I see a good pattern, so let's say something like, a doji, hammer, something where I see could be a trap. So what would that be? Let me give you an example, okay? So we'll come back to this. So a trap would be like when we shorted back here on Wednesday. So this was a trap. We gapped up and we had an inside bar, and then boom, we went short, took it straight down. So a trap, right, would be something like this candlestick pattern, gap up, followed by an inside bar showing a slowdown in momentum. So that's what I'll be looking for as well tomorrow. So it all depends on what we see on the candlestick. And as always, guys, I go live every single day in my live commentary. You guys see I go live every single day. Okay. So does that all make sense? Hit me with a 3. Okay. So that's what we'll be looking. So there's the levels. Here's the plan right here, guys. I'm ready to rock and roll with this for SPY. And I also have about 4 or 5 stocks that I'm going to do this on as well. So don't forget, we will be live streaming tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. Okay. All right. So let's clear this chart right now. So again, the whole concept was getting that tightening of the price action, looking for the breakout. Let's look at futures right now. Okay. So here is the Holy Grail for the futures. Let's look at it right now, right here. This is the Holy Grail for the futures. So if you notice on futures right now, we haven't breaked out of this range. Yes, I'll be live on YouTube. We haven't breaked out of this range yet. We're still playing within the range. So let's go to the 5-minute chart and let's look at it. Okay. So we closed right here. Okay. And then we opened up right there. Okay. So we opened and we're starting to rally, but we are still within the range. We haven't broken the range. Okay. So let's just see what's going to happen going into the open tomorrow. And then that's going to determine how we are going to make the play. Okay. All right. Otherwise than that, my friends, there's our Holy Grail on the daily, and we have our setup there. So we'll be ready to go tomorrow. Remember, live stream is tomorrow. I'm just super excited to have you guys out here. So that's the game plan, and we'll see how it goes. And the goal is to make a lot of money. So let's do it. It's been choppy today, but I want to see that strong price action going into tomorrow with some good trades as well as some Fibonacci's. Just looking at the trades today, there were some great Fibonacci trades today. If you happen to catch any, just wanted to show you guys. So right off in the morning, the first big red bar, if I go high to low, you could see right here, we tagged that 618. We traded to the 272 extension that I teach you guys. Then we rallied. And then from there, we actually had a reverse. If we take it from low to high, we can see that 786 into the close. So even though it was choppy, guys, it was a little bit tricky picking the side on the fibs, but there were still good opportunities. And if you can get one good fib a day, guys, one good fib a day, that's all it takes to make money. All right, hit me with a 2 if you agree. All right, guys, as always, check me out at tradingwars.com. So right now on the resources page, I have the lesson 1, lesson 2 of Day Trading University. I have some educational videos, quick guides. I have your journal, broker hookups, charting hookups, Tradingview, Thinkorswim, ask questions, have it all laid out for you guys. All right. SPY VIP room. If you want to come trade with us live tomorrow, guys, you can sign up right here on the main page. So the main page, $49.99 for the room. Or if you want to come and join the book club, you get the book. There's a Fibonacci book, everything that I just talked about, or the S&P options mastery book. This is the one where I teach you about the opening range breakout, as well as the triggers and the fractals. So you guys can grab this. Comes right now, as long as the university is going on. Instead of getting 30 days for free, I'm doing 60 days for free with this as a special promotion. So if you guys want to take advantage of that, and you'll get my Nirvana and Golden indicators for free. All right, guys, let's look at some quick scans for tomorrow and see if we have anything. So right here on the blue raindrop, looking for any Nvidia, guys, again. So Nvidia, I've been watching it, right? We were able to take some advantage of Nvidia the other day when we had this inside bar. It was a good trade. There were some nice fibs, and we have another just blue raindrop, which means it's neutral. Okay. And if you look at this, guys, you could see that we're peaked up in this price action. There's this little box here. So Nvidia is on my radar tomorrow for just a huge breakout. Okay. So I will be posting the picks right after. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe. Also for the Trading Wars Army. If you're already a Trendspider customer, just let them know you want to join my affiliate. They'll move you over for free. You'll get my scans, my indicators, and everything hooked up for you guys. Thank you so much, guys. Comment below. I'm going to end the stream here. Comment below and let me know what stock you want me to trade tomorrow. What stock do you want me to look at? So we're going to look at SPY and Tesla for sure. But if you have anything in particular that you want me to watch, or you want me to look for some trading opportunities, just comment below right now. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you live tomorrow.